the hospital full crowded, the beds full capacity of the beds of injured people, and also there is not enough beds, so the injured people are in the corridors.
Now, the Israeli deadline for those living in northern Gaza to move south has passed. Israel's confirmed that troops and tanks have carried out incursions inside Gaza for the first time since the start of the conflict with Hamas a week ago, as the country vows to return hostages and wipe out the terrorist group. But this escalation adds to fears for hospitals in Gaza, already contending with thousands of airstrike casualties and a lack of resources. Dr. Ahmad Almaqadma is an intensive care unit doctor at the Shifa hospital, the largest medical complex in Gaza. Dr. Ahmad, good morning to you. Welcome to the programme. Thank you for joining us. Could you just outline for us the situation in which you are working at the Shifa hospital? What is the situation there just now?
Thank you very much for receiving me. I am Ahmad Almaqadma. I am plastic surgeon, not intensive care doctor. I'm working at the Shifa hospital. Today is the 8th day of escalation. Actually, today the situation actually very bad on in all manners. The hospital fully crowded. The beds full capacity of the beds of injured people, and also there is not enough beds, so the injured people are in the corridors. And the Minister of Health and the leader of hospital says that the health system in the hospital and Shifa hospital and other hospitals were collapsed. And there also another problem, despite the mass casualty which the Shifa deal with, is that the refugees, which is more than 30,000, as mentioned by the head of the hospital, are filling the corridors of the hospital. These refugees run from their residential destroyed area and take the Shifa hospital as a shelter.
Gosh, the situation, so there's not enough beds, the beds are full, and there are warnings that the health system will collapse. Are you able to continue working, and for how long? We hear about the blockades, the difficulties with getting fuel and electricity and resources. How are you doing when it comes to resources for actually treating people?
Now, while doing the round, I have a few amount of medical supplies that need for change of dressing and for OT. So yesterday the amount is more, today is less. Maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow I not found the gauzes, the normal saline, and the betadine for change of dressing or doing the OT or for sterilization. This is this.
So resources are running out, is what you're saying there when it comes to medical supplies.
Now.
Yeah. I also just want to ask Dr. Almaqadma about the order that was given by the Israelis for people to move south in the Gaza Strip ahead of a potential full-scale invasion from them. Do you feel safe where you are right now and where you are working? Is moving an option? If a hospital is full, it's surely clear that you cannot move patients that need treatment. So what do you make of that warning that has been issued by the Israeli forces?
There is no safe place in Gaza. Yesterday, when the military occupation asked more than 1 million to evacuate the Gaza, northern Gaza governorate toward the south, while these patients are evacuating and relocating themselves or the people, they targeted them, and more than 70 casualty and than 200 injured people from those who listened to the instruction by the military of the Israeli occupation. And the full capacity of the hospital beds, unfortunately, we cannot. There is a patient who can be discharged. We discharge them, and they cannot move outside the hospital because maybe their house is threatened, maybe their house is destroyed, so they prefer to stay in hospital rather than be discharged. And so the hospital now full of injured people, full of people who can be discharged home, but there is no place to go, so they stay in the hospital full of refugees. And this situation, I think the hospital is an area which is susceptible for infection and transmission of infection between people, like COVID, cholera, typhus, and something like airborne infection or contact infection.
It sounds as though we can hear children in the background, Doctor.
Yes.
Are you dealing with lots of children?
Actually, those children are refugees who sitting with their mothers in the corridor because their house is destroyed and came to the hospital as a shelter.
It sounds like a remarkably...
Yeah, and
Go on, yeah.
I deal with multiple children injuries, and the Ministry of Health says that more than 600 children were killed during the escalation by the Israeli airstrikes during the past 8 days.